got something else before we go to the pulse. We're going there shortly. Robert Alai versus Caroline Mutuku. Ding, ding!
Right.
Hallelujah.
So why was he insulting or up in her business? Where did it start?
Just an article, right?
Just an article?
Yeah.
I mean, you know Robert Alai to be a very hard-hitting guy. And one, I'm not supporting this particular issue. I like the way he just bold to say things the way he does. Say things, because only him can say such things. Two, sometimes I would feel his own opinion, of course, he goes overboard, and sometimes, as much as you're moving against the current, sometimes it doesn't work. And I think this time he just hit somebody who is one of those ladies we know as an iron lady, who just reversed the old psychology, and I don't think it works for like this.
I like the way she, you know, she made that comeback. Almost made him look bad.
Let me read for you some of what she said. I've got it.
And you're really doing it in, you know.
Yes.
I mean, what else do you expect of Caroline?
It has come to my attention that a lot of nasty things are being said about Robert this morning. This simply must stop. Robert Alai Onyango is a lovely gentleman of very clear passion and astute thinking. I'm clear. I'm sure whatever he had to say about me can only be commendable, pretty, flowery, and wonderful. Anything else can only be the result of a hack on his account or a creation of malicious people trying to taint Alai's image. I do know that what he thinks of me and speaks of often in glowing terms. Robert, here's a kiss and a smile to assure you that I don't believe the nasty things being said about you.
And it was pretty.
I think that was really, it was really smart. It just makes you shut up.
But you know, here's the thing. Anybody else, whether it's Robert Alai or it's any of the vloggers who are up and coming, I do not think that any time you're disagreeing with an opinion, then you have got to drag private parts and people's moms and people and attack someone's person. Whether I am the person who 1,002 men are passing through, that is my own, and it is okay, and there's nothing wrong with it because I'm not borrowing yours in order for me to go and get there. So whether I'm not as educated as you want me to be, that is my own limitation. It does not impact on you. I am not the president of the country. You know, I'm not, you know, a public servant or on anything. So you don't go and attack. And this has been happening where women are involved.
Exactly.
You get
sexuality.
It becomes oh, you're sleeping with so and so. Oh, you slept with 1,000 men. Whose whatever did you take? So that it's a big deal that they need it back. It is your own.
Moral authority.
It's not. It shouldn't be. We should be able to deal with issues. We can disagree. Let us disagree on issues. Because it's a coward that will not then debate you or take you on issues and revert to something else. Because then they're just below the belt. Why? Because they can't stand up to an argument that's issue-based. Look at what we've seen, some of what we've seen. And then it has become about woman. It came out, and it was not just really about Alai. It was about several other people. If you went now to check other bloggers, other people who are commenting on it, and they were men. And surely when you want to hit somebody on their child, their mom, their parents, their people, their body, it's not, that wasn't the fact. The fact was, if she thinks there is corruption vis-a-vis what is there, that is what needed to be. And opinion is free. Opinion is free, and facts are sacred. So bring facts. And then let opinion be.
Or say what you have to say.
And I like how she made the comeback and the response, because I think everyone was waiting to see, is this going to be another war?
She says, I say, you know, kind of
thing. I remember something with Jeff.
She just shut it down.
Jeff Konange once told me, I remember when we were working together at K24, and something had happened, and he was like, you know how you're furious, and you're like, this person can do this. And he's like, you don't. That's not how you go about it. Meet this person, be the sweetest, and be like, hey, it's so nice to see you. You look amazing. You know, like, shut it down. But you get confused, because they're like, no, they're confused. Because they expected all the heat, all this anger, you know, vitriol, but there you are, sweet, nice. You don't give power. Don't give power.
It's like sending a mosquito a kiss.
Two things arise. Three things arise from this: the feminist beat, the sensational beat, and also another point that would be bloggers. And I'm saying this when I'm I'm a writer, writing files. Many times we'd write gossip and we'd just touch on people's lives. But end of the day, let it be the truth. And let it be in a very balanced way that I know whatever I said was nothing but the truth.
And in case you have anything,
but the culture where I would say something to hurt you and also to get numbers and for me to be followed doesn't work really. End of the day, you just think I'm also a human.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, this could as well happen to me. And why so when somebody goes ahead and print things online and all that, because they try to reach out to Solo and try to you know, get some money from you because I'm threatening you. I have some dossier about you, and if you don't sell me ABCD or if you don't M-Pesa me this kind of money, I will print it. And I say go ahead. And I think sometimes really this has to get some control.
But I think it's one way that.
And there's someone who threatened me with that.
Yeah, I think it's a desperate.
Money, or I was like, go ahead.
Like a desperate crime deal.
Because if you know, go ahead.
I think it's a desperate survival tactic for bloggers, mostly. I don't want to say like all of them, because some of them are credible. But we've seen a lot of blogs that come up with some stories, and you really wonder.
But the worst part also is, yes, so they start this, which is really bad in and of itself. But then the people who jump onto the bandwagon, millions, and thousands of people, you know, behind this computer or their phones, and the evil things they go on saying, you know, it's like, it's not like a person, it's just like something you're just talking about. You don't even know the background or whatever, and people just
but
like,
if you think about it, sometimes I think crazy. Some people are bitter because of how people have achieved. How people have achieved.
Let's move on.
Great.